What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Scary Hour, and we're back, man. We're back with another episode. Unfortunately, this week we ain't got shit to talk about, and I apologize for that. Not really. I mean, I don't apologize for it. I mean, what can I do? I can't fucking magically make shit happen. I wish I could, but don't we all? You feel me? Don't we all? Yeah, I don't got shit to talk about this week. I'm just here to speak with you guys, and I mean, I guess the Lakers are doing fucking horrible, which, you know, obviously, as a Laker fan, not necessarily a Laker fan, I'm a LeBron fan, but, you know, as a LeBron fan, he's currently not playing. I'm just wishing for success without Bron at the moment, just because I know we don't even know when LeBron's coming back. But they're doing all right. They played the Bulls last night, and they played like bullshit. So what can I say? You feel me? I was happy to see Alex Caruso again. I'm pretty sure his teammates were too. And Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan balled their asses off. I think DeMar scored like 37, 38. And you got like 26 from Lonzo and like 28 or 27 from like Zach LaVine. If I completely probably got those numbers wrong, but it's about that. They were balling. Lonzo had like 7 3-pointers. He's been shooting the fucking lights out. And I guess it goes to show that you only just need the right team in order for you to function well. The right set of teammates, number one, obviously, and also the right playmaking or the right plays that the coach sets for you in order for you to be successful in the NBA. Aside from obviously having the ability to actually play basketball really well. But yeah, I don't know. Ain't shit happened this week though. Absolutely nothing happened this week. Except for that Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Should I say like Kyle Rittenhouse? Just because I don't believe he should rot in jail. Obviously, the fucking kid is young as shit. And despite what he did, he should get punished for it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, people make dumbass mistakes. And but the fact that it's looking like the judge in his trial, it looks like they're just gonna let him off the hook with a slap on the wrist. I think his weapon charges got dropped yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or sometime earlier this week. And it's part of the problem, bro. Like, part of the problem. It's sad to see, because, you know, you see it all. I know people who have gone to jail for a gun charge here in New York that was potentially not even theirs. You know, they just slapped it on them, on the person, whoever they saw the gun with, and just tossed them out. 2 to 4 years, boom, that's it, like nothing. This kid, from what I've read, the most I've seen is like he's getting like 9 months, some shit like that. I know y'all all seen the video of him crying hysterically. I didn't even really look at that because I don't really give a fuck about this story. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I really don't give a fuck about what's going on. I really rather have somebody very interesting and speaking to that person here right now, rather than you know, put you guys on with shit that's going on. But that's the only thing I have, the only option that I currently have at the moment. I could play games, could play some like little questionnaire games and shit like that. But I still need to get you guys in the room in order for me to do so. I'm not gonna talk to I'm already talking to myself as it is, but there's certain people that watch me, and I'm waiting for more people to come through. And when you guys do, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, I don't know. It's part of the problem, bro. It's sad to see, because it's like, this is what people mention when people speak about white people getting slapped on the wrist and not really getting held accountable for their actions. This is what people were talking about. Because you do get a lot of people that be like, well, give me an example. What are you talking about? Everybody faces their consequences, and it's like, I mean, this is just another person on the list that falls under the list of people who didn't really get held accountable from what it looks like. Obviously, the trial's not done; it's still ongoing. Some shit could flip. It's just from what it looks like. I guess you just have to cry your ass off to the fucking judge, and yeah, I don't know. Like the kid, yeah, he was 17. You feel me? Like I believe you could be punishable to jail. It's not like you go to juvie or some shit like that. And he was fantasizing for a moment like this to happen. You feel me? He was fantasizing him being outside with an AR-15 and acting like an officer or a Marine Corps or whatever it was that he was envisioning himself to be. I guess all you got to do is just cry a little bit, y'all. That's all you got to do. So if there's anything to learn from the story for all my minorities out there, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you can potentially go to jail for years, just cry your ass off, bro. Express to the judge how truly how truly bad you feel about what you've done, and even if you're capping it. You feel me? You gotta cap it till you make it. Fuck it. I don't know. I guess that's one thing. That's one thing I seen from. It's not even like. I don't even feel like it's just because he's white. I feel like he really put up a cap level on 1,000. That was just like crying his ass off, and it works. It's working. You feel me? It's working. What can we do? Can't do nothing about it. The man is Mr. Cap-a-lot, Sir Cap-a-lot. And he did so. And look at it now. He got in his weapon charge dropped. And there's potentially other shit that is going to get dropped as well. I also saw like this clip of the judge's phone going off. And in the background was that song that Donald Trump used back in 2016 for his campaign or some shit like that. It just like, I don't know, it looks set up. I'm not even saying that because like, oh, I'm trying to get all political with it. I'm just saying it because it's like, it looks like it was set up. Like, what kind of fucking judge forgets to fucking silence his phone? Like, you're in the middle of a whole fucking nationally televised fucking trial, and you're gonna forget that. And like the time, like you really have the time to really go. I have the standard iPhone sound. I never have time to like go looking for what to make my fucking ringtone. As a judge, I feel like you don't have any time, but it's like I guess he found enough time to change his ringtone. I'm pretty sure y'all like his grandkids help him with that shit or some fucking shit like that. So it even probably took even more time than it should, because you know how you could do that shit real quick. But him being probably really, well, he is really old. Him being really old is like, you know, he asked somebody, which took extra time than it should have. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about the story, honestly, though. But then again, it's like, I'm going to give my input just because that's the only thing I came across this week that I could talk to you guys about. And yeah, Britney Spears is finally free. That's another story as well. That's really it. That's literally it. That's it. It was the Lakers, Rittenhouse, Britney Spears. I don't know. My apologies. I do not have COVID. I just choked on some sparkling water real quick. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know. It's I feel really happy right now. I'm still dealing with some financial problems. I'm trying to get back to work. But I feel really happy right now just because at this moment today's been a good day. You feel me? I've been I got home. There's nobody in my house. I can fucking scream all I want, curse all I want, and I don't have to watch my mouth is basically what I'm trying to say. Or and my siblings are in school. I'm chilling right now, and I hope you are too. And I hope your week last week was a great one, and I hope this week is even better than that. I was talking about the like 2 episodes ago. I was talking about these fights that's been going on for Mexico lately. They've taken a couple dubs. And you guys showed so much love. I mentioned this in the last episode. You guys showed so much love to the Clips channel. And I thank you very much for it. And I apologize, but there's going to be times like these, like this week, where there ain't much to talk about. There isn't shit to talk about. And it's just part of the process. I wish I had a connection with somebody right now, or not a connection, because I do have connections, but I wish I had like the opportunity to have somebody over right now and interview them and speak to them and not even necessarily interview, just speaking with the person, getting to know the person, somebody I've never met, and give it like that Joe Rogan-esque kind of interview, which is the person, the Godfather for me, because I know he has a Godfather, and it's like, but for podcasting, for me, the Godfather is Joe Rogan. So he is the reason why I'm here. You guys are listening to me. It's because of him. I spent the last 3 years listening to podcasts, going on to 4 now. And it's what happens when you're working overnight. When you're like doing a 9 to 5. Well, it's not necessarily 9 to 5, but it's overnight. When you're working a regular job that's overnight, you don't come across a lot of people because it is overnight. So you have a lot of time in your hands to, you know, put some podcasts on and listen up. And I remember going back to the first time that I started listening to podcasting. I would look forward to go to work. Meanwhile, I fucking hate going to work. But when I started, you know, listening to podcasters and all these different podcasts and shit, I would see the amount of knowledge that I would gain throughout the 2-3 hours that I would listen to that podcast, for example. And it is in a huge case because of the people that would bring on, and a big proponent of that is Joe Rogan. There's not even one episode where he does it by himself, unless it was like the early days when he first started going off the podcast and whatnot. But that's part of the process, bro. It's part of the process. Right now, these are the lowlights of Scary Hour. You feel me? Like, these are the lowlights of our podcast. It's just the beginning. There's only 23rd episode. There's podcasts out there with 500 episodes. Fucking Joe Rogan is nearing close to 2,000. It's the room for growth is there, and eventually, those who stick by from now until then, those are the real fans. But it's just bearing with the whole process. That's just all what it's all about. And eventually it's that's what it is with everything, honestly. I feel like with everything that you have to just take your time. Nothing just comes up to you and there's no handouts is what I'm basically trying to say. There's nobody out here just being like, yo, here, feel me? Thank me later. You know, there's certain cases like that, but in the poor side of the world, which is majority of the world, it's not like that. You know, occasionally you come on through your life, you come by certain time periods and moments where there's an opportunity there that you may have taken or you may have let slip away and whatnot. And luckily, I was put in a position to earn a good amount of money, and also be under the roof of my own parents, to where I had the flexibility to invest into what I really love to do, and that's podcasting. And I feel like, you know, I had this friend that tells me, yo, but what do you do, bro? Because, like, how does it feel? Like, you're basically talking to yourself. And I don't feel a way about that, because to some people it may sound very ignorant, or it's like a very ignorant comment. But to me, it's not more so ignorant. It's just like, oh, you're not in the space of podcasting, so you don't know how it is, and that's completely fine. There's certain fucking questions and comments that people say that you may look at, and they might fuck around and mean it in a very ignorant way and very negative way. But it's like, if you just look at everything like that, you're always gonna have that hatred against or towards other people. You're gonna always want to get spicy back with other people without you really truly knowing that person's intention or how that person meant it or whatnot. But you know, there was definitely room for it to be taken as a very arrogant or ignorant question. But I didn't look at it like that. I was just like, well, you know, eventually I'm not supposed to start off. I don't have the luxury of starting off with many people already fucking with me. Like, there's not a group of people that I can say that fuck with me. And it's like, if I just sit there and wait for the moment where I feel like, oh, hold on a second, I have a list of friends that can look at my shit and they fuck with my vibe. Like, they will eventually see my podcast. I don't have that luxury to say and do my podcasting based off other people. I can't. Based off other people, meaning, like, I'm not gonna start my podcast until I have a fan base. It's like, how else will I have a fan base? You know, there's nothing else I'm doing currently. You feel me? There's nothing else I feel as passionate about as I do for podcasting. And eventually, I know that this is a process and we're going through it. And that's what it is with everything else. And it's also how I learned. At first, I found it weird as well, listening to other people. Like, oh, this is fucking weird. It's not music. I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to 2 individuals, 4 individuals, whatever the amount of people it is. And they're just talking about their life and about topics and different things that they're interested on. And it sounds like something that I would love to do. Why? Because I love to talk a lot. You feel me? I'm the type of person who likes to express his thoughts very often, and I like to go into depth with my thoughts very often. And I've gotten mistaken as being woke before, which is like fucking ridiculous to me, because I make fun of people who have mental illnesses. That's not to say, I was gonna say retarded people, but it's like, I know how insensitive it may sound, and I apologize for that, but there's just, if you really know me, there's no filter. Is what I'm basically trying to say. Not saying here that people with mental illnesses are funny. It's just, see what I have to do here? I have to like explain myself. That's not the fan base that I'm looking for. I would love to just, for me to say something, it not get taken exactly for what it was. It's like, okay, I kind of get the basis of what you mean. Now, if you need more explaining, I'll do so. But it's a little headache. It's like, what am I trying to do here? You know, people ask me all, and that same person that gave me that comment, like, yo, but what do you do, bro? Because you're talking to yourself. He himself was just like, yo, bro, do you like, are you getting paid from it? And I'm like, honestly, it's like, I know it's something that I love to do because I don't focus on that. You feel me? When you go as far as to do something that you love to do for free, it's a reason in a case that can point towards how passionate you are for that thing that you're doing. That you're doing it for free. It's like volunteer work. And you're doing it on your own. Or especially when you're doing it on your own. Because it's like, I could sit here and I could have been like, bro, I wish like I was before. You feel me? It took me 3 years for me to start investing into my fucking podcast and know what to do and what to get and whatnot. Know approximately how much amount of money do I need to put in order for me to be doing this, what I'm doing with for you guys and whatnot. And I could have done it earlier. You feel me? But I didn't feel ready. I didn't know what I wanted to do. You feel me? When I really sat down and I really thought to myself, yo, I really enjoy listening. And I don't have people around me that listen to podcasts. I'm like the only one. You feel me? My girl don't fuck with it. She just can't. She can't sit there and listen to somebody blabber. You feel me? And same with you. You may not fuck with me blabbering and just talking. But it's like, and a big reason for that could be just because I'm a nobody to you. You feel me? I don't have a huge following. I am not currently doing anything with my life. I'm just a fucking regular, minimum wage worker, a minority, and a poor person at that. And it's like you're listening to me just because you want to. You're just trying to give me a try, trying to see what's up. What's it like in the world of the poor? What's it like? What's the struggle really like? Let's listen to it. My friends don't listen to podcasts. You feel me? I've learned a big reason why I've matured the amount of times that I've matured in my last 2 years of my life. It was in part because of podcasting. Me listening to other podcasters and listening and really taking in what they're saying, even if it may fly over somebody else's heads, and it's like only I would understand. That was the benefit that I seen in podcasting. It was just like, whoa, I'm here at work doing my miserable job while just listening to somebody with so much experience give advice to me. When people ask me, do I have a mentor? I don't. And then there'll be those motherfuckers that be like, well, you should. Everyone should have a mentor. And don't tell me what I should and should not have in my life, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Like, if I do not see nobody as a fucking mentor, leave me alone. That's not number one in the fucking rule book. Now, is there somebody that I look up to? And I sit here and I'm like, yo, from what I'm seeing from this person, I would love to be in that person's shoes. Or I would love to follow a lot of the shit that person has followed, which can also be called a mentor. But it's like, I feel like even mentors be hiding shit from motherfuckers, and they just be putting out what they want to be, what they want to show light to, and not what, the lowlights. They don't want to put out the lowlights. I'm here for the fucking highlights and lowlights and midlights and all the lights. And nigga, fuck all that. I'm here for fucking. I'm here with full transparency, and that's what I want people to experience. You feel me? This is how I speak. Just because I'm from New York and I'm from the Bronx does not mean that I should speak very New York and very Bronx every fucking day with every fucking sentence that I say and everything that I fucking do. There's people that look at me and be like, oh, you think you're bougie? And nigga, you think you white because of the way you talk sometimes? I'm like, no. Or you think you're woke because you're talking very fucking, or you sound very intellectual sometimes? I'm like, bitch, just because I sound intellectual don't mean nothing. I'm just trying to sound this way because that's how I heard it the first time. So I'm going to spill it out the same way that I said it, that I heard it. I mean, I don't know why I said the same like that, but it sounded very Southern. The same way. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, motherfuckers be, I don't know, bro. It's like I'm supposed to talk like this all time, like for a whole hour while you listening to me. You, how are you supposed to put up with my shit if I talk like this for the whole hour, nigga? I speak like that, but then I don't. I also don't speak like that. You feel me? When I'm pissed off, I sound like that. When I'm very serious about something, I speak like that. Now, when I'm trying to get a point across and I'm showing you that I'm very focused on what it is that we're talking about, and I want you to understand what it is that I'm saying, I am going to talk in the way that I'm currently speaking. And I'm going to use these mid-level words that not a lot of people use, or a lot of people use that not a lot of people in the hood use, or what, I don't know, bro. It's fucking weird, my nigga. I can't even be my fucking self, bro. Motherfuckers got to question that too. Like, I don't know, bro. People is fucking weird. It's fucking weird. topics. Like, let me be me, bro. Let me be me. I have this computer on right here. Like, I got topics up there. I don't got shit. It's on the home screen right now. But I'm just used to having it there. So it's just like, it's a routine at this point. But yeah, y'all, I don't know, bro. It's the fact that I have to fucking, the fact that I'm supposed to act a certain way is ridiculous to me. And you know, it's part of the process. Every fucking week I get like 1, 2 views, 3 views on my fucking in the full podcast, the full episodes channel, and I don't give a fuck about it. I look at the numbers because recently you guys blew the fuck up a clip, one of my clips channels. One of my clips videos, and I was just like, whoa, hold on, this shit keeps going up, keep going up. And you guys kept blowing it up, and also you guys kept making me look at it just because somebody would comment, and whatnot, and I would interact with my fucking people, the people that are fucking taking their own time to comment and give me some of their attention. Like, of course, I'm gonna reward you with some of my own attention because that's what I could give you right now. Aside from all these episodes, you know. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. It's I'm just fucking happy to be here. Even though I have no topics, like, I'm just so excited. This is why I've created this, you know, this platform that I've taken my time to really think about doing. And here we are, bro. Like, here we are. You know, I'm so happy to be put in a position where I'm able to do what I love to do. You feel me? And I'm getting a little emotional right now just because I've been going through a lot of lowlights. Just like so many millions of other fucking Americans have too, especially after the pandemic and shit like that. And it's like, it's all because I just feel very grateful. I woke up this morning with all the problems that I have in my life. I woke up this morning extremely grateful, and I should have more days like these. And I feel like everyone should, you know, especially when you feel like your hands are tied behind your back and there's nothing you can do. Your movements are so limited. You control how your day goes. Your life is already controlled as it is. There's other things that try to control it, and more so than you can control your own life. And it's like, I might as well do something. I might as well take some type of fucking control or learn how to. You feel me? And I'm currently going through that. And I feel fucking grateful right now. Like, I'm so happy to just be here talking my shit and speaking to whoever it is that's listening out there. Because whether if it's 1 or 20 people, bro, I really don't care. You know? It's just what it is, and I'm happy to be here. That's all what it is, honestly. If I speak more on it, it's like I'm just repeating myself. You feel me? But when it comes to time when I have a certain amount of people listening or whatnot, and I feel like everything that I'm really saying is really meaningful, and I just knowing that I could potentially help someone out there in any little thing that I say, you feel me? I'm gonna get real fucking emotional. I'm not even gonna lie, because look how emotional I almost got right there, and there's barely anybody listening to me. It's just, you know, having this conversation, like my friend said, on my own, quote unquote, is therapeutic to me. So there's that. Anyways, though, it's when the time comes, I will have motherfuckers coming in here and talking their shit. Obviously, you know, I don't know no fucking celebrities. Very few of them. And it's like, whoever I feel like you guys will learn from, then I'll have over. You feel me? I feel like that's what I'm trying to do here with Scary Hour. I'm trying to build this this thing where same way like I learned a lot from podcasting, I'm gonna do it the same way. You feel me? I want whoever hasn't listened to podcasts, who's giving it a try now and decides to take the time to listen to me, I'm gonna have somebody over that's learning to be a fucking pilot, learning to be a mathematician, learning to be a scientist, or going to school for fucking I don't know, for fucking law and whatnot, and having these interesting individuals over talking to this fucking high school graduate with some kind of fucking, with very little amount of college knowledge, is I'm not only just learning with the individual, or I'm not just learning myself here. You're also learning as well, if you find yourself in a position like mine, and having these other people over to broaden your knowledge with all these different fucking informations. That would be my dream of what Scary Hour is. And it's how I learned. It's how I fell in love with podcasting. You feel me? There's only one. I'm gonna know. There's other people that may have fallen in love with podcasting by listening to, for example, what Adam 22 does, where he has a lot of influencers and rappers and shit like that. And obviously these people, these fans of these certain rappers or whatnot, are gonna listen, could possibly fuck with podcasting because of Adam 22. I'm pretty sure. And eventually just listen to oh shit, I want to do that. I want to interview rappers. I want to interview fucking these IG thoughts. You feel me? I want to interview these fucking these very successful fucking entrepreneurs and whatnot. And it's like, that's it's different. You feel me? Because in the way I fell in love with podcasting is by listening to these fucking intellectual individuals who have done their fair share of degrees and whatnot. And then there's Adam 22, where he most of the time has a lot of these influencers and people who made it out the mud, like by doing what they love, which is like entertainment, something that always has something to do with entertainment. I mean, I'm not fucking sitting here and telling you that that's all Adam 22's fucking podcast is all about, which is not. But from what I've seen, it's a lot of the times it is an influencer or entertainer of some sort. And that's just what I'm trying to build here, y'all. And I'm trying to bring you guys along with it, and see what's up. I'm just trying to see what's up, man. I am just trying to see what is up. But yeah, y'all, I seen this thing earlier today, this article I was talking about being these they're trying to cure Alzheimer's, or they found a cure or something that could lead to a cure to Alzheimer's. And I'm coming from somebody who has their fair share of family members who has had Alzheimer's, and just listening to that fucking shit and hearing and reading about it, it felt like a relief, just because, yeah, I have certain family members that have gone through it or that are currently going through it, but that could potentially be a thing that could be solved by the time I'm old. What if, God forbid, I ever go through that? By that age or by that time, hopefully the technology and the science behind it is so advanced that I can take those measures to prevent Alzheimer's and whatnot. They're talking about like doses, so I guess it's like in shots, and like in vaccinations. And what I read, each dose was like 15 euros, which is very fucking cheap. I did not expect it to be that cheap. Honestly, as I was reading it, I was just like, watch this shit cost a fucking arm and a leg, bro. Watch this shit cost hella bread, and that's just how motherfuckers is gonna, you know how the fucking that industry goes. You know how the pharmaceutical industry goes, man. I mean, here in New York, though. Thank the Lord. I mean, that's being made over there in Europe. I think it's the UK, but or Britain. But yeah, it's when I read that, I was really happy to hear it. I sent it to my mom. My mom was like, "Oh wow, that's fucking dope." Well, she didn't say that word for word. She's a devoted Christian. She's not just gonna blatantly just say fuck like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's good to see though. I'm really happy to hear it or hear about that and see that there's I had read about that like a while back, and then I didn't hear anything about it until now. So I guess this is what it was. You know, it finally got developed, or it's possibly in the finishing processes. And yeah, I don't know, bro. And I also heard about people finally coming up to the point where they're gonna just federally legalize marijuana, which is, I don't even smoke weed like that. You feel me? It's like, I'm not even like, I don't sit here, I can't sit here and be like, oh, I smoke every day. But I do know people that do so, and it's just like the amount of people that had gotten put in jail for it. It's like, you ought to just make it fucking legal, bro. We know the consequences with it that comes with smoking alone, but then the benefits that come with smoking weed is very great. And it's like, whoever hears me saying this in my family, mind your business. If you're listening up to this point in the podcast, this is not why I do the podcast. It's not for you. I would much rather, if you're gonna sit here and talk shit about me, I would much rather just click out of my shit, bro. Mind your fucking business, all right? This is my life, not yours. And stop trying to put yourself into my life. Stop. Bye. Okay. Nah, but yeah, I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed like that. I have done it, but I don't smoke weed like that. And it's like, I'm a perfectly fine kid, bro. You feel me? I don't feel the need personally to smoke every day. It's not fucking addicting. It's not addicting. I don't let it control my life. There's certain people though that do let it control their life, and that's the argument that people that are against it have. They think that because of that, it's very addictive, and that's not the case. There's people that smoke every day that don't need to smoke every day. Not weed only. I'm talking about cigarettes. There's people that, I mean, that is a fucking, nicotine is fucking addicting. So I can't even compare it to that. Like me myself, I'm currently no longer smoking hookah as of today. I smoked my last setup yesterday. But I found myself very disappointed. I was very disappointed in myself these past couple of weeks because I said on my birthday that I was not going to smoke hookah anymore. And I did a few days after that. So it was just like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, is this what addiction looks like? You feel me? I'm going to continue telling myself that I'm not going to do something, and I'm going to continue to do it, even though I said I'm not going to do it. And then, like, the funny thing is that you just give yourself all of the reasons why you should do that thing that you said you wasn't going to do anymore. That's the funny thing about it. That's what your mind does to you. That's what addiction looks like. You know, it's like, oh, but I heard you could die if you just upright leave smoking, just like it is with drinking. Like, I heard you could, like, just potentially really, like, fuck up your shit if you just upright just, like, stop doing the one addicting thing that you've been doing for years now. So let me just smoke this hookah today. I've had 4 days without smoking a setup. I might as well just smoke one right now, right? So that's what I was doing, and I caught myself doing so, and it's like, and I was just laughing. It's like, look at these fucking, look at me being a little addict. What the fuck is wrong with me, yo? And I feel like that's what people that smoke weed obsessively do. You feel me? It's like, oh, I can't function without this shit. And like, there's motherfuckers that say that, bro. Don't, just because you fuck with Bud, don't say, oh, niggas don't be saying that shit, bro. Your niggas don't be saying that shit. The people that I know do. You feel me? There's motherfuckers that I know that's like, bro, I'm stressed out, bro. I gotta smoke some weed, bro. I gotta smoke a blunt, bro. This and the third. I'm like, yo, face that adversity without that blunt. Because you're telling me that you yourself cannot, you can't fathom to handle this, whatever it is that you're going through that's stressing you out, without this gateway to like force yourself to relax, without this thing that forces you to like not think about that thing. It's easy. Don't get me wrong. It's easy. It's like a cheat. It's like you wouldn't want to have the mental strength to be like, yo, you know what? This shit is stressing me out. It's been stressing me out all week. I need to just learn how to not stress, like make this shit stress me out. I need to just like breathe in. I need to just like meditate, or I need to go and take a nap or some shit like that. Which is why I decided to stop smoking. I decided to stop smoking because I'd be like, I'm so stressed out, bro. I have no money, bro. Fuck. Let's do a hookita. Almost on a hookita. Let's do a little bit of hookah. Come on. I'm about to set up right now, bro. Or even if it's something good that happened. Oh my God, let's celebrate. Do a setup for me, please. Like, nah, bro. And when I quit, when I said I was gonna quit on my birthday, I told myself, oh, you know, like I could do it in special events, like another birthday or like on a holiday if there's there and we're doing it. And you know, obviously, I'd greatly decrease the amount of hookahs that I smoke, but that was just another excuse. Why not just not do it at all? You feel me? It's just the whole thing it's a whole mental thing. And I feel like people hide from that shit. A lot of people just, I don't know. They just like to, like motherfuckers that drink a lot. You feel me? That are addicted to drinking and alcohol. They feel better when they're under the influence and when they're drunk as fuck. So they just drink their problems away. You feel me? And I haven't gotten to that point. And I hope the Lord doesn't take me there. Well, not the Lord, but I hope I don't ever fall in that part in my life, because that could definitely be hella addicting. And that for sure is something that I know that if you've been doing for a long time and you just upright stop it, you can die. You have to like literally gradually dim it as more years go by. And it's like, why put myself in that fucking position? That must be so fucking tough to deal with. Because it's like, yo, if I'm a person that fucking takes a shot every fucking day, because that's just how I've been managing for years now, and I want to quit, and now I can't just like, I know I don't have the fucking strength, or my body doesn't allow me to just stop. I have to like gradually stop. I have to go from drinking and taking that shot every day to taking that shot every other day. And then a few months go by or a year go by of me doing that, and I take that shot, one shot every 3 days, or I have to get drunk as fuck for 1 day every week. It's just, I don't know, bro. You know, I'm already struggling with quitting hookah. It's like, might as well chill on that and don't bring in another problem like drinking. You feel me? That can easily be a thing, especially if you're in the light of always constantly going out and always constantly like just being around other people who also don't give a fuck. Because don't get me wrong, I don't get it twisted. Motherfuckers be having it twisted like just because I'm young, I don't want to live it up. Like, bro, I do want to live it up. Like, I be wanting to fucking do mad crazy shit. It's just I do it in my own way. You feel me? I'd rather bust my ass working a hard ass job and save up money for a couple months just to take and blow it all out on a fucking trip to fucking Aruba. And it's like, I live for those moments. I live for those 4 or 5 days in Aruba. I live for that's how I live it up. And before the pandemic, I was doing so. I was taking trips, living it up. That's how I lived it up. Other people saw that as me getting a good amount of money and oh, look at Riquito Adrian, which means rich boy Adrian. This and the third. Oh, you got money. It's not about money. It's about managing it. The money that you're getting off this bum ass job, I learned how to manage. I was working at a Dunkin' Donuts, bro. You feel me? And I managed to put enough money away to go to different countries. And that's what I deemed as living it up. You feel me? Now, don't get it twisted. I wasn't paying the bills that some people get put in that are forced to end up paying. I wasn't living on my own. I was living with my parents. You feel me? I had the flexibility to be able to save money and blow it out within a week in a different country. And I had the luxury to have the mother that I have that would allow me to do so. Even despite the advices she would give me on saving, she would still be very proud of me going and experiencing these different cultures, because she, at my age, was not able to do so because she was put in a worse situation than mine. And just because I had the open door to be able to do what I was doing, let her know that she did her job as a mother, and she made it easier than what it was for the family before I was born. And even in that slightest bit, whether if it was 4 trips that I took, 5 trips that I took, those leaps, because I call them leaps, the reason why I call them leaps is because I'm in a different fucking society, different kinds of people without my guardian that's been fucking taking care of me for my whole life. I'm over here experiencing other individuals who can potentially not give 3 to 4 fucks about me or don't at all, and could potentially harm me in many different ways. I could have gone missing. There's many moments where I could have gone missing. I could have gone taken advantage of. But I took the extra measures to avoid that, obviously, as anybody else would fucking do, taking a trip elsewhere. And not only that, I would also look to learn about said country. And because I was doing it like that and doing it my way, my mom admired that. Despite her telling me, yo, I think you should save that money. I think, why are you taking another trip? Save that money. I would be ignoring that whole advice, go on my trip, call my mother on FaceTime, showing her what the fuck I'm in or what I'm doing at the moment, and seeing the happiness in her eyes. Because, yeah, I'm giving you these fucking things, but at least I know you're not fucking out here doing some other dumb shit with that fucking money. At least I know that you know how to manage money. You know approximately how much you have to save up in order for you to have the fun that you're currently having right now. While yes, you may be having trouble saving money, but at least I know that you've learned or you are learning how to manage your money. Which is not what I'm asking for, but it is something, because it is very important to manage your money. I'm at a point in my life now where now saving is what I should have been doing with that money. But those memories that I created with the money that I blew out in those other countries is memories that I will never forget. And it's like, my mom knows that. You feel me? And your loved one knows that. You feel me? Your loved one that knows of what you're doing out here and how passionate you feel about what it is that you're doing out here. They know that. They know that. You feel me? So don't worry about it. And they don't have to tell you that they know that. If you think that they know that and you're just like, I hope they look at it like that, it's cool, bro. Because at the end of the day, only you understand. You feel me? Only I understood the adrenaline that I felt. Only I understood what it is that I loved about it. To everybody else, I was just, oh, look, she's just going to a different country. But to me, it was the urge to be around people I've never met in my life. The urge to experience another way of living. And while I haven't gone somewhere drastic, I don't want to I don't want to like fuck up my whole experience by going somewhere that's completely different as a first timer. Like, as the very first country that I'm gonna fucking go to, I'm gonna go to fucking, I don't know, I'm gonna go to fucking, I don't know, the fucking deep ass country that is completely different than the Western countries and whatnot. Because I might not fuck with it. I have to like, I really thought it out through. I was like, yo, I need to like gradually like fly out further and further, like and it's like, you know, I don't know, but yeah, it's you know, I see a lot of people doing it now in the pandemic. That's fucking fire. That's fucking dope. Because I don't want to be in this shit by myself. You feel me? Like, I felt like that I was doing it by myself. I felt like I was the only one in my circle doing so and focused on that. Then next thing you know, people were getting money during the pandemic, and motherfuckers was like, "Oh yeah, let's go to fucking Cabo. Let's go to Aruba. Let's go to DR. Let's go to PR. Let's go to fucking this, that, and the third." And it's like, I mean, yeah, you know, like it don't be people's mindset. Like, people don't be like, "Oh my God, I want to travel the world." I knew that shit before even the pandemic hit. I was getting fucking regular ass money, and I was like, I want to travel. I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to see what the fuck is out away from here. Why? Because when I get old, I know I'm not going to want to be here. You feel me? I need options. I need somewhere where I can look at and be like, that is me. That screams me. That is a place where I see myself being 58 and loving life, because this place is very convenient. And that's how I feel about Aruba, me personally. Obviously, you know, I haven't flown out to other countries for me to say, but based off the other countries that I've been to, Aruba is the country that I would love to be at when I get older. And only I understand why. You feel me? It's my type. If you've gone to Aruba, you know what's up. I've gone there twice, and I would go there again right now. I would take a flight over there right now, and I would go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. And yeah, man, this has been another episode of Scary Hour, y'all. And I'm so happy you guys are here with me. If you listen through all the way, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for giving me your time. And I hope to give you more than that in return. You guys have been so dope lately. You guys have shown a lot of love, and I hope and pray to God that you guys continue to show me that love, because I'll do so for my part too. Love you all. Hope last week again was a great week, and I hope this week is even better. That's all. See you again next week. Deuces.